Anthony Davis just got traded to the Lakers. The Lakers. With LeBron James. Most people are going crazy, and I kind of am. I expected him to get traded to the Lakers, and a lot of other people did, but it's still kind of shocking. And they gave up a lot to get him, and I mean a lot. And today we're going to look at what the Lakers need to do to win a championship with Davis and LeBron, and what they gave up, and all the players they got traded. Is this their last chance? And a bunch of other stuff. But before we get started with this video, I just need to remind you to subscribe. And for some reason, if you're not subscribed, you're crazy. Go subscribe right now, or else your team will lose. Your home team will lose all of the games next season. I don't really care what sport it is. One of your favorite sports teams will lose all of their games, whether it's in football, baseball, basketball, if you don't subscribe in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't say I didn't warn you. And here we go on to the video. First, I want to go over all the draft picks that they gave up to get Davis. The Lakers, they gave up this year's draft in 2019. They gave up the 4th overall pick, and also in the draft lottery this year, the Pelicans only had a 6% chance to get the number 1 overall pick, but they got it. So good for them. And they have the number 1 overall pick, which they're probably going to use to get Zion. And they have the number 4 overall pick, and they're probably going to land some young talent in this draft. So the future's bright in New Orleans. And that's not all the Lakers gave up. No. They also have 3 other first-round picks. Okay, not 3 other, maybe 2 other. They, in 2020, they didn't get anything, but in 2021, they have the Lakers' top 8 first-round projected pick. Top 8 projected pick. In the draft lottery, if the Lakers don't land one of the top 8 picks, then the Pelicans don't get their first-round pick, in 2021, but if they do land a top 8 pick in 2021, the Pelicans get it. But if they don't, then instead of getting a top 8 pick in 2021, then in 2022 they'll get an unprojected first round pick. So Lakers fans are not really caring in the 2021 draft lottery what they get in the top 8, because if they get the number 1 overall pick, then the Pelicans will get it. And also, in 2023, they get an unprojected swap. So if the Lakers have an earlier pick than the Pelicans, they can swap with it. And they have an unprojected first-round pick in 2024 and an unprojected swap in 2025. So basically, they have a first-round pick in 2019 from the Lakers, and they either have one from 2021 or 2022. If they land a top 8 pick in 2021 draft lottery, then they get 2021's first-round pick. But if the Lakers don't land a top 8 pick, then they get the 2022 first-round pick. I probably sound confusing. So the Lakers basically gave up pretty much all their first-round draft picks for like the next year, for like the next 7 years or something. They gave away, so that's 3 first-round picks and 2 unprojected swaps. So they gave up a lot. 3 first-round picks, that's like a lot, and some unprojected swaps. So in 2020, they better make good use of their first-round pick. And in the years that they actually do have a first-round pick, they better make good use of it. Because, my friend, in 2024, 2022, or 2021, and 2019, you're not having one, Lakers. So, yeah. A lot of players want to play with LeBron. And maybe some short-term ones, like ones that, like, aren't as competitive. Like, okay, maybe not as competitive, but don't care about like LeBron. Like maybe Kemba Walker, he doesn't really have a history with LeBron. But no KD or Kyrie Irving wants to play with LeBron. Why? Because he's always stealing the spotlight. LeBron takes credit for everything. Like all those that title in 2016 that the Cavs won. Like everybody thought LeBron was the reason, because he was the best player on the team. But people gotta remember that Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving also helped. Kyrie Irving wasn't happy that LeBron was just leading the team. He wanted to be a leader and a superstar, so that's why he demanded a trade, and he got traded to the Celtics for Isaiah Thomas, and we know what happened after that. And they're probably not going to sign Kevin Durant or Kyrie Irving this offseason because they probably don't have enough cap, and they want to join together. They don't really like LeBron, but like a lot of players don't really want to play for LeBron, and I don't really blame them. But maybe if Anthony Davis takes a lot of credit in a couple of years, after this year, after next season, if Anthony Davis takes some credit, then maybe people will want to join again. I don't know, but players don't really want to play with LeBron that much. Like maybe some superstars like Kemba Walker or like Blake Griffin maybe. I don't know, but they're probably not going to sign too much big superstars. So in 2020, and either 2021 or 2022, they better make the most of their first round draft pick. Because they're probably not going to have another, like, for a while. And they, they also, like, because nobody really, like, might not want to join the Lakers that much, like, probably, like, they don't really have, they're probably not going to sign that much superstars, and they also lack the supporting cast around them. Like, maybe Kyle Kuzma is the only one, but nothing really else special. They traded away Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, and Josh Hart in part of the trade too. And so I'm just saying that if LeBron and Anthony Davis don't heat up, then the Lakers could be in serious trouble. But right now, we're gonna go over how the players that got traded to the Pelicans might, like stack up, and this might be Lonzo Ball's last chance to redeem himself and still get people to say that he's a superstar, because we're still waiting for him to break through. He was the second overall pick in the 2017 draft. People expect him to play good. In his first year with the Lakers, he only played 47 games due to an injury. And he averaged 10.2 points per game, which is pretty solid, but you'd expect kind of more out of the number 2 overall pick. Plus, he missed a majority of the season. So people weren't as scared, but injuries can scare some people off sometimes. But people were still expecting him to break through. 10.2 points per game is pretty solid, but he got hurt, and not really how you expect the number 2 overall pick to perform. And in his second year, people expected him to break out, but instead he missed he got hurt again with an ankle injury, and he only played 52 games that year, more than the previous year, but still, and he had only 9.9 points per game this time. And people were starting to worry if this guy was a bust, but a lot of people still thought he could break through. And he might be one of those people, like so-called young superstars, that were still waiting for it to break through. So he got traded to the Pelicans, and this, my friend, might be his last shot this year. If he gets hurt again and doesn't really light the world on fire again, this might be the last straw. And even worse, if he finally does play all the games or close to all the games, and he's still playing solid but not that good or worse than that, then he could officially be called a bust. So this is a now or never season for Lonzo Ball. he has to play a lot of games, and if he gets hurt, then what's next? Um, so I think this is a big year for Lonzo Ball, and he has to prove that he is worth being taken at the number 2 overall pick. And they also got Josh Hart, the number 30th pick of the 2017 NBA draft. The Jazz drafted him, but then traded him to the Lakers. In Josh Hart's rookie year with the Lakers, he played 63 games, which is pretty good, but not. But you want him to play more games. He averaged 7.9 points per game. He was doing okay so far, but the next year he played 67 games, which is only a 4-game improvement of his last year. And this year, he posted a 7.8 points per game. Only a little bit less than the year before when he posted a 7.9 points per game. And there's still some potential left in him. He just needs to show it with the Pelican. Again, this is a now or never. Will he break out with the Pelicans? And there's also Melvin Ingram. He was the second overall pick in the 2016 NBA draft. In his first year, he played most of the games, 79 games out of 82, pretty healthy. And he averaged 9.4 points per game, which was not as people expected, but there was still high hopes. It was definitely disappointed, but they still had hopes for him. In his second year, he showed more of that breakthrough performance that people wanted to see out of him, but he wasn't as healthy as he was the previous season. He only played 59 games, but he had 16.1 points per game, which was very, very good, and those high hopes coming into the next season. In the next season, he only played 52 games, which was this year, is what I'm saying, the next season. He only had 52 games played. He averaged 18.3 points per game this time, which was even better, but he had a serious injury that cost him the year, and he got traded to the Pelicans. And just like Lonzo Ball and Josh Hart, it's now or never. All of these players, they have a chance to prove themselves, stars or bust, but with a different team. And they just need to stay healthy, I think. Lonzo Ball needs to stay healthy. Melvin Ingram needs to. It's very hard to stay healthy in basketball, but still, they need to prove themselves worthy of first round picks. And I'm also going to talk, and the Pelicans have a bright future. They're likely going to take Zion, a number 4 overall pick. They have all these young talent that could break through. And they also have a bunch of other picks in the future. And they might get Julius Randle back. So it's looking good for the Pelicans. Now I'm going to go back to the Lakers situation with Anthony Davis and LeBron James. Now last season, LeBron, his play stepped off a bit. He didn't really play as dominant as he used to. He got hurt. In the Christmas game against the Warriors. It was just a total step back and a letdown. He was aging and he had injuries, but I think one of the main reasons is because he was distracted. Now people think this is old news, not this again, but seriously, I think he was distracted. They were trying to make a playoff push, and everybody was counting on him, but he's done that before and stuff. And he got hurt. He's not getting better with age. And all the draft picks had high expectations. It was just a pressured year. And one of the main things, which is now out the window, is the Anthony Davis. When he demanded a trade and, the reporter made it public, then everybody wanted the Lakers to trade for Davis. And all this buzz saying, who will the Lakers trade? Will they get Davis or somebody else? Everybody expected the Lakers to make a splash at the deadline, and nobody on the Lakers wanted to get traded. So there was just pressure with all this trade talk going on. about are they going to get traded for something because the Lakers have a lot of trade talent, or are they going to get Anthony Davis? That was the main thing. But they have Anthony Davis now. But I think LeBron, he was also distracted by this TV show. It's called like Sprint for 1,000 or something. He was one of the he helped make the TV show. He helped worked on it, and he was one of the hosts with Tim Tebow. He might have not helped, but I think he did. Yeah, I know he did. And he was one of the hosts with Tim Tebow, and he was working on it for a while. Like, I saw all these ads about it, and they were just working on it a lot, and I think this obviously distracted LeBron. He was more focused on this TV show that was going to be on national television and at night and stuff, and he was one of the hosts and all this pressure instead of focusing on basketball. And he also had all these injuries and everything. It just was all so overwhelming and distracting. And LeBron never stepped it up. Now they have AD. He can carry them. It doesn't matter if LeBron plays good. Yes, it does, because we saw with the Pelicans that even if one player carries you, it doesn't like really matter because the Pelicans were still awful, and that's why he demanded a trade. And LeBron, he's capable of carrying. He did it a couple of years ago at Cleveland, but most players can't. That was only 1 year, and LeBron James, I think if he plays like he did last year, Anthony Davis can't carry the team. There's basically nothing around them. So, and everybody's talking about the duo, which is why I think the Lakers might have a shot at the championship, is the duo between LeBron and Davis. But if LeBron plays like he did last season, then they're not going to succeed. And that's why I think if LeBron plays good, then the Lakers could succeed. They might pick up a guy at the deadline or something. But if they don't, then good luck. And who do I think won the trade? I don't really think anybody won it, because, like, the Pelicans, they have a bright future in draft picks, and the Lakers risked it. I think the Pelicans probably won it. I think the Lakers, they made their situation more, like, messier. Now they have no supporting cast around LeBron and Anthony Davis. LeBron could play like he did last season, which was bad. They don't really have a supporting cast now. They don't really have draft picks. I don't think any free agents are going to want to come over. And the Pelicans have all these draft picks now and potential players that could burst free and finally live up to the hype, which is why I think the Pelicans won the trade. Who do you think won? Comment down below, and make sure to subscribe again on the Superior Dad Master 2, and have a blessed day, week, rest of the summer. God bless. Peace.